Hey y'all, it is Allie with Well Dressed Rose. Hope you're all doing well. I have been remiss. My goal for creating videos for YouTube has taken a little bit of a pause, but I am back and I have been doing some research. So I wanted to touch base with you guys about something I've been experimenting with. And in case you don't know me, I'm Allie. I'm with Well Dressed Rose. I sell pre-loved, pre-owned clothing for the most part, vintage, and also sometimes new with tags. But I have been experimenting. I wanted to compare 2026 and 2025 because I have not been sourcing in 2026. $0. And I wanted to compare it to where I was in 2025 and kind of get some information and see where I can go from there and just, really work on um, improving my business. That's really what I'm trying to do this year. I will say that I have been really good about finding my death pile, your money pile, whatever you want to call it. Been going through that. I've been going through some of a lot of my old listings and retweaking them. I will note that I have been kicked off, not kicked off. Um, I've had my listing privileges suspended twice on Poshmark so far this year because I've been doing some delisting, relisting, and funny fact, in case you didn't know, they are saying that if you put too many dropping soon on there, that indicates also that they should be suspending your account. Anyways, moving on. I did this experiment just for Poshmark. I haven't done it for eBay. My eBay sales have been such garbage that I didn't even want to look at it. So I just did it for my Poshmark sales for 2025, 2026 for January and February. Hopefully I'll have an update for you next month, but here we go. Let's take a look. I don't know. Can I show you on I don't know. We'll see. All right. I just did this and I have to redo it because I lost my English words. But I want to reiterate this was only on Poshmark, this experiment, because my eBay sales are so sad. I didn't want to depress myself anymore about them. And I don't know if anybody else's eBay sales are tanking right now, but I took up all my promoted listings because it couldn't really get much worse. All right. So here's the numbers. And obviously you can see this. It's not that, hard to see, but in 2025, I sold in January 1800, about 1800, netted about 1450, and I spent $638.95 in January. And in February, I sold about 1500, netted after fees, almost 1200, and I sourced $256.13. So that's a lot of money. That's like $900. Anyways, can't do anything about the past. In 2026, though, I sold in January 1676, which is a little lower than 2025. And so my net was a little lower, 1340.80, but my January sourcing numbers, zero. Again, zero, which I'm really proud of, versus $638. My February sales were a little higher. So 1997, so close to that 2000. And I was really trying hard. But I netted almost 1600. And again, I spent $0 sourcing that month. So you can see the big disparity between the 2 months in the year, the 2 years. And then the biggest thing now is what I want to point out with the totals. So 2020, I'm going to start 2025. 2025 total sales was $3,306. So that is a fantastic number. And 2026 numbers were total 3673. So three over $300 a little bit over $300 more than last year. But the big thing is that 2025, my profit, because we had to take out not only the fees but also the sourcing, was about $1,750, so $1,749.71. But my profit in 2026 for these same 2 months of the year is almost $3,000. So 29, 38, 40. And so as you can see, that is almost $1,200 more in my pocket than I had last year. And that is, I mean, huge, huge. But I think this is a really interesting experiment, and I'm going to try and go as long as I can without sourcing new materials, or maybe source much less. But my favorite place to source has just gone out of business, so I may be forced to change up my strategies anyways. All right, so I hope that you learned something new from my information, and that you will try making sure that you're using all of the items you already have, making sure they're all in, making sure they're all updated. Be careful about dropping soon on Facebook, Poshmark, and I will see you soon. Have a great one. Bye.